How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel where we review anything and everything. And today we are going to get into this is the rubber bumper for Chefman. It says 5-quart, but I have a 6-quart, and it should really work the same for all of them that use these similar little bumper pads. Now, in a previous video where I reviewed my recently purchased Chefman my Chefman air fryer, I had mentioned this other video how I lost one of the little bumpers while I was cleaning. Now, though you can get by without, and I'm just going to take one out because that's all I need to do to replace. Though you can get by with just 3, one thing I also realized though is that you run the risk of scratching up the material when you don't have one of the bumpers there as you put it in and out. When it's laying flat, it's fine, but once you put it in and out, and the big problem with that is because this edge is a little bit, it's not sharp, but obviously this is metal. And one of the issues is once you start ripping into the nonstick material, I'm sure that the rest of it will start to, once you get, how should I say, that barrier is broken and you have a little area for food and liquids to get into, it may cause it to further kind of corrode underneath. So you want to try to keep that seal all around in the pot for as long as you can. So we're going to just fit this on. I'm just going to rinse it off real quick, just so it's a little clean. And then I'm going to attach it, and then we're going to see how it fits. Okay. Now, I'm sure this is a common problem for people because the same way this happened to me right away. And if you read the quick guide instructions, it doesn't tell you if you need these on or not. So some people might just take them off and get rid of them. Some people may not. But when you're washing too, nothing's going to tell you should take them off until you look in the main instructions. And that's when it really tells you these are supposed to be there. So to me, it looks, I'm not going to say that it looks exactly the same, but you're not going to notice it. It's not exactly the same, but I don't think it's going to be noticed, to be honest with you. What I'll do is I'll pull this one off and pull this one off. This one comes off, the original one comes off a lot easier, smoother. You can see there, the size is a little different. Let's see. If me holding it like this, it's going to make it a little easier to see. So hard. Hold on. It's so hard for me to even get my hands at that angle to where you could even see it like that. So let me just try to put it down on this and see if you can see them well enough in terms of the size difference. So this one's the original, and this is the new one. So you can see the original is a little more wider. But for the most part, like I mentioned, there shouldn't be any major difference in terms of function. So it's definitely worth picking up a pack. I'm going to put the link in the description for you to purchase it on Amazon. It fits on fine. It doesn't come on with as loose of a fit, but it definitely fits on fine. It fits on a little bit more snug, which could be a benefit if you're going to wash it while this is on it. But it actually does protrude out a little bit more. So I'm going to test it out, stick it inside its container, and see if how well it fits. All right, so here we go. Don't mind a little bit of crumbs inside there. Let's see if it fits pretty well. I have a feeling that it's not going to be a good fit, actually. So it fits fine, but what I'm realizing is this. Because the other four sides are the original one, this one taking up a little bit more space is fine, but I would suspect it's a lot harder to take out now unless you bend it on the way up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the old ones off. I'm going to put the new ones in. Yes, these ones haven't been rinsed off, but I guess in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It's not going to poison me. At least I hope not. But what we're going to do now is try to fit all of them on and see how it fits going in. Because I have a feeling it might be way too snug to actually fit in there comfortably with all of these. Let's see. Okay, it definitely has a very tight feel going in. Okay, once you get it, nope. And if you guys noticed, that popped off. And now I almost scraped up and that one just fell off. Okay, I had to rinse it off, fell off the table. So we're going to try this one more time. But I really want to, one thing a person can do actually is shave off maybe a little bit of the base where the hole is, so that way it's a little shorter in length. But I definitely want it to be known that this does not, I don't know if it's because this is not the 5-quart. I don't know if that matters. You can see here that it's pulling on this one there on that side. Let's see if I can keep it to focus while I do this. You may not be see it well, but it's actually pulling. That piece is actually pulling. So try to zoom in a little better so you can see it. It's pulling. It's bent now. So this is definitely an issue. So for that reason, I don't know if there's a difference between the 5-quart one and this is the 6-quart one, but this is the 2 one. So these are 3. Each one of these would be 3 quarts for a combined of 6. So with that being said, you really can only use one of them as a replacement because all 4 of them protrude too much, causing an issue. And even when I try to press it in as deep as I can, it really just doesn't work like that. You can see it there, how it protrudes over the circle. And this one kind of goes right at the circle, just a little bit above it, but for the most part right there. This one's dramatically over it. So that makes a huge difference. So I can't necessarily rate the product bad per se if it's not meant to fit mine. But at the same time, if that's the universal one used for all of the ones, then this definitely is a problem. I will probably try to cut the other ones and then see, in the future as far as how that works. But that's my best advice I can give you. Thanks for watching the channel, for watching this video. Hopefully it helped you guys, because definitely I think that this is a big deal when it comes to buying the replacement parts. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.